think it depends on the part you're playing. Like I usually get offered parts which are pretty normal, except when I really played a character was a film that I did called Fas Gaya Obama, where I had to learn the accent,
Munni.
Yeah, and then play the part of Munni, which
How
was...
good you are in that film.
Thank you.
You look like a daku.
I know. And literally, my director would always be like, I just want to see a man. I don't want to see anything else. So all those kind of films, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to speak for him. I'm going to let him answer the question. He does a lot more characters that are very far away from the person he is. As far as I'm concerned, I don't. And
So are you saying you're a man?
I'm not. I'm just at one time. But even with Divya, it's not like one has to rehearse too much. I have to get very aware of my surroundings as a news producer. If it's my office, I was just walking around to see, you should know where your mug of coffee lies if you're working there for 5 years and stuff like that. But I have to just talk the way I'm talking, be myself. So yeah, the heavier scenes need a lot of rehearsal. And we met for a couple of script readings, but I think while we were doing that, we were just it was at Ranvir's place, and then there was just a lot of food and just eating.
Good coffee.
And good coffee and eating and then drinking coffee. And
for me, it's quite different. For me, I'm a glutton for rehearsal. I mean, the more rehearsal you give me, the happier I am. Coming back to your question about prepping for the part, that again, like Neha said, depends on what the part is, what the film is. Some parts, some scripts demand more preparation than others. This particular film, because I was playing a middle class Delhi guy, I mean, there's not much prep I can do for that because I know enough middle class Delhi guys, frankly. What, like I said, was interesting, like I said earlier, was the character arc. So, about this man. I know the thing is, it's a suspense thriller, and I'm very worried that if I say anything, I'll spoil the film for you guys and for everyone else. So, but basically, a man whose moral and ethical lines are fast moving away from him without him realizing, So that for me was the real meat of the part. And like Munish said, it was all there in the script. No, there's no switch. See, the thing is, one thing I love about my job is that when you go into a gig, into a job, you leave your life behind, and there's a slight transition which happens over a couple of days. That's why I like to join in a little earlier, maybe a day or two earlier, maybe workshop for a couple of weeks, or sometimes depending on the preparation, even months. And then you start living in that world. Your headspace starts living in that world, and then slowly while you're shooting, even if because our schedules are such, especially with the small budget films that I work with. Once you start shooting, it's like his film, 30 days. It's like morning to night. You're just there. You're just going home to eat and sleep, and again you're there. So your head becomes in that world. And as far as cutting off that thing is concerned, you just come back to your own life, and then there's a transition period where it stays with you for a while. The little things that you'll do, that it'll keep coming back to you, that this was there, and then slowly just fades out.
That's a huge problem actually. The fact that I've been a chief AD and an AD and an executive producer, it's very difficult for me to switch off from there. So a lot of people, all my friends who were working on the film, Momaya Money, my assistant, they used to say, we'll handle it, we'll do it. But
and Munish will be like, then tum baitho, main kar
so abhi bhi bolte hain mere ko log. They still tell me, will you stop being an EP and be a director, So it's good because I've been on many film sets. So a film set is not a new thing for me. You understand कि क्या होता है, क्या delays होते हैं, क्या So I've always worked with friends. I've been very lucky, on that account. I've worked with Rajat Kapoor, who's a very, very dear friend, and Ranvir I've worked with earlier. I've assisted somebody called Kumar Shani, who had taught me at the film school. And I was his chief AD, and he was like a mentor and a guru to me. I worked with Manikal, who was again a mentor and a guru to me, and I was his casting director. So I've been lucky to be on sets where you have so much more to do. If you're just working in a big film and you are a second AD or a third AD, you're doing just your job. Costume ka kaam de diya tumhe, to bas wo costume hi kar rahe ho. But because I work with friends, you're also contributing to the shot design, you're also contributing to scripting, you're contributing to so many other things. So that, I think it helps a lot when you're making your first film, that all those experiences are there with you. Extremely, because the first thing that happens is when you finish a film, you have no idea what you've done. तुम तो वही करते हो जो तुम्हें अच्छा लग रहा है. But you have no idea how people are going to react to it. So you're very scared. And then the first good thing that happened to the film was it got picked up as a Film Bazaar Recommends project last year at the end of DC Film Bazaar. So that was the first validation of अभी कुछ ठीक ही कर रहे हैं. Even if there are only 3-4 people जिन्होंने film देखी और select कर लिया. From there, it got picked up at the New York Indian Film Festival, at the London Indian Film Festival, and then thereon it went to so many other festivals without me even applying for them. So now you know कि मुझे अच्छी लग रही है, 10 और 12 और 25 लोगों को और अच्छी लग रही है. So I'm gaining on confidence.
I'm quite happy. I think like I like to say that it's a small budget film which punches more than its weight. It's a small budget which aspires for much more. To be able to make a convincing suspense thriller with the kind of budget that we worked on, with such few characters and such relatable situations. It's the life of an average Delhi couple, and just kind of sucked into this whirlpool of weed. Just one misstep and then like a domino, it just kind of things go out of hand. So to be able to pull that off with this budget, I think.
Thank you.
I'm very happy with the film, and I'm very happy with whatever we've been a part of. I don't like seeing myself on screen, so I have a different problem. So whenever I see myself, I'm just like, oh, okay then. So it's just like I'm the kind of person who will always look at flaws and no one else except myself. So every time I see myself, it's scary because I start seeing more and more flaws.